This play right here, this was the play that sealed the deal for the scholarship offer I received. Couldn't believe it. So we're 3 weeks into school, and I've already got a couple tests under my belt. I had math, I had biology, I also had English. And school always starts prior to the season starting. That way we get a week of practicing before the school starts. But I was excited for football, and I was ready to do this. This week, we had Loyola at home with our own stadium, and I was super excited. I knew this would be a good game. They're a better defensive team, and they're definitely a better offensive team, and I knew this game would be a little bit of a struggle. On the opening kickoff, Coach still hasn't put me on the kick team, even though I keep begging and begging to be on the kick team. But I knew getting more involved on defense would be the key to having a good game. And most of the time, I was in on most of the tackles. Officially, I didn't get credited for a lot of these, but I was right there making tackles, had my hand on the ball carrier, doing everything I can do, using my speed, using my strength, getting in. I think officially I got credited with 1 assisted tackle this game, but I knew this would be key to get me going in the run game and to get me going as a halfback. Just be involved, show off some of my skills that I know I can get involved in. And Loyola drove it down here on the first drive. I took it in for the touchdown and went up 7 right off the rip, and I knew it was going to be a game. This opening kickoff, I took it back. We had some good blocking downfield, but they put 3 or 4 dudes on me. And this run right here, oh yeah, this was a good one. My blocking had blocking up front. I showed off my strength with the stiff arm. I had another draw play right up the middle, bouncing off of tackles, making guys miss. I was super excited. I knew this would be one heck of a game, and I knew I'd have to have one of my better games to do it. We got the first down in that last play, and I ran it up the middle here. Got stuffed by 3 or 4 dudes. There was 3 or 4 tackles every game. Coach put me in the Wildcat, and I kept it for myself for a first down on this 8-yard run. I was pumped. On this next play, I cut it back across the green, got us down to the 1, where I scored my first touchdown on this short 1-yard drive to tie the game up. Defensively, we held them pretty good. We kept coming back at them. On these next few plays, I kept making kids miss, bounce off the tackles. I made it very difficult for them to tackle me this game because I knew that would help get the scouts looking at me. I mean, just like this kid, I trucked him and then ran it until someone knocked me out of bounds. Coach also put me in some passing situations. Unfortunately, we had an untimed pick here by Merca. And like I said, I knew this would be a game. Coach kept feeding me the ball. I kept bouncing it up the middle. Unfortunately, that one didn't go for much gain, but I knew that eventually they would hold me. On this next pass play, I got open, streaking across the field, and I had the speed to outrun the linebacker, so eventually the corner stepped up and knocked me out of bounds. Man, that looked beautiful. Just look at that separation. Going forward, Coach put me in a pass situation toward the end of the half where Merker threw this dot for a touchdown for us to take the lead, and at this point in the game, we never looked back. I got the ball within the 3-yard line for my second touchdown of the game. I was having a good game running on the ground. Coach just kept feeding me the ball. He knew I was in the zone, grinding and pounding. My offensive line was blocking up front, making huge holes for me to run through. I mean, these guys have been with me for 4 years, and I knew for sure that they could hold off their defense. And we kept running it. Here at the end of the third, I had this nice little run. Nobody in front of me. And I ended up running over the safety. Start of the fourth quarter, I got the ball right up the middle here. Coach gave me the ball. I used my vision, swiped the guy past me, and made sure 2 or 3 guys took me down, eventually for the first down. On this play, I pounded it through the middle, punishing every guy I hit. I was having a game at this point. I think I was above 200 yards, not really sure. But this score was for my 3rd touchdown of the game. Coach knew the power was going to work, and it was wide open. There was nobody in front of me. Nobody. Going into the fourth quarter, I knew I had to just keep running with the head of steam, bouncing off of guys left and right. Eventually, they had to put 4 or 5 guys on me to take me down. And this play at the end of the fourth pretty much sealed it. And that's where I got my scholarship offer. After the game, the coaches from NIU came down, talked to me, offered me a full ride to NIU. Also, Western Kentucky, Louisville, and Iowa State also were interested in me at halfback. I couldn't have been more happy to get that scholarship from NIU to be where exactly my family went.